John 5, 1 to 3. After this, there was a feast of the Jews, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. Now there is in Jerusalem by the sheep gate a pool in Aramaic called Bethesda. Can you say Bethesda? Which has 5 roof colonnades. In these lay a multitude of invalids, blind, lame, and paralyzed. Tingnan mo nga yung katabi mo. Blind ba yan? Lame? Paralyzed? Hindi ko alam. Pero kahit hindi mo nakikita, meron niyang dinadalang problema sa buhay niya. It says here, one man was there who had been an invalid for 38 years. Grabe, 38 years. 38 years. May sakit. Can you imagine that? Almost all your life, you are sick. But why 38 years? I believe, scholars believe, John was hyperlinking this to Kadesh Barnea. Sabihin nyo Kadesh Barnea. This is the desert of wandering in Deuteronomy 2:14, wherein for 38 years the Israelites had to wait for the rebels to die. And only then they could enter the promised land. Can you imagine that? For 38 years, hinahintay mo mamatay lahat ng kalaban mo, and then so that they could possess the promised land. And why did it take them for 38 years kahit na sobrang lapit lang ng promised land? Ask me why. Disobedience. Disobedience. Ang tigas nila. God was faithful to them, but they were not faithful to God. Do you sometimes feel like you're spiritually paralyzed? I want you to check your heart if there's still rebelliousness and disobedience in your heart. Is there something God has been telling you to do and you are not doing it? You are postponing it for a long, long time. Let me tell this. Why don't you go and do it? Because maybe, look at me, maybe your promised land, maybe your healing is just one act of obedience away. Let's continue. John 5 verse 6, it says here, when Jesus saw him lying there and knew that he had already been there a long time, he said to him, what's the question? Do you want to be healed? Alam niyo kung ako yung tinatanong na may sakit, alam niyo sasagot ko kay Lord, do you want to be healed? Tinatanong ko ni Jesus, duh. Obvious ba? Nandito ako sa tabi ng healing pool of Bethesda. Marami akong may kasamang may sakit. Malamang gusto kong gumaling. But you see, I believe in this. Jesus was not asking him because Jesus did not know if he wants to be healed. In fact, God knows he wants to be healed. In fact, God wants to heal him. But why did Jesus ask this? Ask me why. Because Jesus wanted the invalid man to be clear with what he really, really wants. And like the Israelites in Kadesh Barnea, many of us here, many people are ambivalent whether to obey God or not. Ano yung ambivalent? Nosebleed naman. Ambivalent means wishy-washy, hindi sure. Parang kayo nung kachat mo hanggang umaga, nung ka-situationship mo, pero di ka pa rin sure kung ano kayo talaga, anong tawag sa inyo. Hindi clear. At may malaking problema pag hindi clear. But you see, brothers and sisters, God wants to heal you. God wants you to reach promised land. Pero the Lord is asking you today, ikaw, gusto mo ba talaga? Kasi gusto niya. Maybe you are stuck in your Kadesh Barnea. Maybe there is a situation in your life that you have been stuck for so long. Maybe you are stuck in your finances. You are waiting for a financial breakthrough. Lunod ka na sa utang. You can seem to earn enough. Pero baka ang tagal na rin sinasabi ni Lord sa'yo na ano, uy, hanap ka ng side hustle. Uy, itigil mo na yung kaka-add to cart mo. Or itigil mo na yan. Uso to ngayon ha, kaka-online gambling mo. Maybe you're stuck in your relationships. There's no progress. Away kayo ng away mag-asawa. Away kayo ng away sa pamilya. Pati mga kaibigan mo, mga katrabaho mo. Pero baka mamaya matagal ka nang sinasabihan ng Diyos, uy, matuto kang magpakumbaba. Uy, matuto kang magpatawad. Uy, matuto kang maging merciful, maging loving sa mga ibang tao. Or maybe you are stuck in your career. Reklamo, magre-resign na ako. Ayoko na sa trabaho kong ito. Itong tanong ko, ba't hanggang ngayon, nandiyan ka pa rin, 10 years ka na nagre-reklamo. 10 years ka na nagsasabi mag-resign. Or maybe, God is telling you, teka lang, mahalin mo muna yung trabaho mo. Give your best. Show up. Hindi ka talaga masasatisfy kung wala yung puso mo, half-hearted ka lang sa trabaho mo. Am I making sense here? In your health, you're asking the Lord, Lord, heal me! Pero baka ang tagal na rin sinasabi sa'yo ni Lord na mag-change ka ng lifestyle, ng diet, matulog ka na maaga, tigil mo yung bisyo mo. Baka ikaw lang yung matigas ang ulo. The Lord is asking you, do you want to get healed? Because He wants to. Pero again, ang tanong, ikaw, gusto mo ba? He's just waiting for you to really want it bad enough that you will move, that you will obey. Yan tayo, panay ang dasal natin, panay ang hingi natin, pero ayaw naman natin sundin si Lord. Today, brothers and sisters, don't seek for life. Seek the life giver. Obey Him, follow Him. Why? He's the life giver. He knows what's best for your life. Siya ang nagbigay ng buhay sa iyo.